How many here think it's a little bit presumptuous or a little bit arrogant to say, hey, I want to lead a global empire? Come on, let's be honest, right? A lot of us grew up maybe in church world, and it's like, whoa, hold on. Who are you to say that you want to do anything, right? And I think sometimes this really kicks back against our faith, where those of you who have a faith, you say, well, gee, is that even biblical? Is that even correct? And I would just tell you that I think it absolutely is. In fact, I got in a fight with my seminary professor. Can you believe that? I mean, it wasn't like a fist fight or anything. But he was sitting up there and talking about how God only uses, the big people of the world like Moses and Esther and all these things. And I raised my hand and I said, I disagree. And you don't want to do that with this professor. But he said, what are you talking about? And I actually wrote an entire paper called The Myth of the Main Character back in seminary because I wanted to prove a point that each one of us has something epic inside of us. In fact, why do you think people like Lord of the Rings so much? Right? Because they talk about the littlest person, and a little being whatever, stature, it could be confidence, probably all the above for Frodo. But for him, he was the one who was pure, who didn't get sucked in to the evil desire of the ring. And yet all the other people around him who were heirs to the throne and had all kinds of prestige, they were the ones who essentially fell. So I want to challenge you today. I do think you've been called to create a global empire. And let me redefine global. Global is your world. You know what I'm talking about? We think about the world. And last time I checked, the world doesn't have a phone number. You ever think about that? I'm mad at the world. Okay. Why don't you call the world? They don't have a phone number. They don't have an email address. It's very tough to change the world. But I'll tell you what, you can change someone else's world.